in a change of scenery today, and every time I film in front of my white walls, I realize I need to wash the wall, so forgive me. I rent, and so we have white walls everywhere in this house, and I just need to wash them. But anyway, hey guys, welcome back, and so glad to have you here. I don't know if you guys want me to do like updates for you, because people that have had surgery or looking into surgery, weight loss surgery, want to know like how progress is made and how soon and what to expect. So I guess I'll throw that in there maybe every time or like from time to time if it's relevant. My highest weight was right around 290 pounds, not recorded. And I don't know, the day of surgery, I believe I weighed 258 pounds. And I recently figured that out by looking back at my MyFitnessPal. I didn't realize I could look back that far, and I pulled that up on the app, not the computer, but the app was able to tell me. And then my lowest weight was like 154.6 pounds, and my current weight is last Wednesday, 175.8. I was up about a pound after vacation, and I'm okay with that. I still think probably there was some water weight there because we flew back on a Monday, and then my weigh-in day is Wednesday. And I weighed myself Tuesday morning, and I was like 178, so I dropped like 2.5, 3 pounds by the next day. So tomorrow is actually my official weigh-in, so I'll know more clearly. And I have like my most snug pants on today, and they actually feel really comfortable, so that's always a good sign and makes me happy. There you go. The last post I did, which was a week ago, was 55 months. So you know, I'm right around 55 months out from my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, which was August 20th of 2012. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and subscribe below if you would, so that we can see each other here for future videos. And then if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, gingerlifegoals, and then Snapchat is red42897. On vacation, my sister-in-law had a conversation. We were having a conversation about me finding it more difficult to lose weight at this stage, and that I really had to drop my calories. Like, I'm actually at a point where I have to keep my calories under 1,000 calories a day, and then I'm still doing the low carb, which is usually 20 or less per day. I have found that as over time, I've really had to lower my calories more and more. And she said, I still need to find this research because I'm super interested in it, but she said that they have a lot of information compiled on the Biggest Loser contestants, like, and that show's been on for a long time. I want to say maybe like 10 years, I'm not sure, but she said so now they have all these statistics on them, and that the set point gets lower like when you lose so much weight. So I find that interesting. I would like to research that a little bit because I'm super curious about how that affects people, and especially maybe post weight loss surgery patients, which I was like trying to figure out in my brain how a post weight loss surgery patient could be different from anybody else, as far as why I had to drop my calories so low. And then when she had said that, it makes sense. Having lost so much weight, your body gets a new set point, and it just makes it difficult. And you know, your body wants to stay a certain weight. Like this weight I am right now, I think my body is pretty comfortable here, but I will say this, I was comfortable at 185 and 195 for, you know, long periods of time. So I know it can be broken, and I am not going to just accept that. I'm also not going to strain myself and like freak out about it and be like crazy town because of it. I'm not going to live my life just in complete deprivation. But here's the deal. I am an overeater, or I was an overeater, and I was at times a binge eater and an emotional eater, and I'm going to struggle with that my whole life, and that's just how it is. I can't go back to my old ways. I can't eat just anything I want. That is factual. I had a friend that really like lectured me about doing low carb, and he is just over a year out from surgery, and I don't think that you quite realize what it's like until you are a couple years out. And that's because when you are first post weight loss surgery, you're just gonna drop pounds almost effortlessly. And I did that. I lost weight, and I wasn't extremely diligent about tracking my calories and stuff. Of course, in the beginning I was, because I was trying to make sure I got enough protein. But as time went on and I kept seeing weight drop, I was a slacker. I slacked off. I don't know, what my calorie intake was, but for a long time, you can't even get your calories in unless you're drinking like milkshakes and stuff, or eating what they call like slider foods, which is like potato chips. I really wanted a change, and so I try not to ever drink my calories unless it's like a protein shake. I try not to do like Starbucks, frou-frou coffee drinks and things like that. It doesn't appeal to me, and I would rather eat my calories in some form. So unless you're doing those types of things, when you are in the first year and a half to 2 years out from surgery, you're dropping weight, and it's not super hard. The fact of the matter is, I am 4.5 years out from surgery, and it has to be different for me. And I have found that low carb and keto is the best way for me to lose weight. Not only that, I feel awesome when I'm doing it. My girlfriend started doing it. She's not post weight loss surgery thing, but she started doing keto, and she was like, yeah, I noticed I don't have brain fog. I have more energy. She said she always would take naps during the day, and she said she doesn't take naps anymore. So I really believe in keto. You can study. There's research on ketosis. So, if you're skeptical of that diet, then I would suggest researching a little bit. If you just feel like it's not for you, that's totally fine. Everyone has to find what works for them. And I think that we really need to be careful in every respect of life to tell someone that they're doing something wrong. I feel like most of us are trying to be the best person that we can, and cutting each other down for certain things, or and deciding that your way is the right way, it's not very effective. And I think that we just need to recognize that everyone's different. I don't think weight loss surgery is for everybody. I do think weight loss surgery is an amazing tool, especially for overeaters and emotional eaters. I don't have familiarity with other kinds of obesity, or other causes for obesity, because that was my cause, was overeating, binge eating, and emotional eating. That's why I was overweight. But some people may be overweight for other reasons, but for me, the surgery was an amazing tool. I did have a grieving period though after surgery. I missed food. I remember a couple months in there, and I don't know at what point it was. It probably, if looking back, I would say probably 3 to 6 months out from surgery, there was times where I would get upset, like emotional, about the fact that I would start eating something that was really good, and then I had to spit it out because I couldn't swallow another bite because I was full. And it is a grieving period that you might go through regarding food. But I needed to do that. I needed to say goodbye to the food and the addiction to food, because that was what was causing my problem. And it's really hard to say goodbye to an addiction to something that you still have to consume every day. Like an alcoholic can quit and they don't have to touch a drink. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's not difficult for them, but at least they don't have to consume drinks still 3 times a day. Where a food addict, we have to still consume food on a daily basis. We still have to come head to head with food on a daily basis. So that's why I do things like, I do not bring ice cream into my house, for example, unless it's got like cookies or something in it that I can't eat because I can't have gluten. But you know what? I don't really want my kids eating ice cream. There's no portion control on it, so I try to buy them like a popsicle that they can eat. So it's got portion control. I try to get them like organic ones with like the organic juice. It's still sugar. It's still kind of crappy, but they need a treat every once in a while. So just things like that. I can't bring ice cream into my house. I can't bring, I don't buy gluten-free cookies and treats, which I could easily do that. I do buy dark chocolate, but 1 square of dark chocolate, because it's so rich, it fulfills me and makes me feel satiated for that sweet treat. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I just thought I would talk about that today, as how it's interesting that we get a new set point as far as our metabolism goes, and that different styles of weight loss and different eating habits work for different people. I watch a lot of people on here that have had VSG and gastric bypass, and they eat differently than I do. A lot of them are doing keto. A lot of the successful weight loss people that successfully years out, they're doing keto. But there are some that aren't, that are just doing maybe like low calorie and low fat kind of thing. So there's different strokes for different folks, guys. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I don't know what to call this type of video except for an update / informational, maybe thoughts session with Emily. I don't know. Regardless of what we call this video, thanks for watching it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Come back, subscribe, come back and see me, because I like to see your faces. And that's what I'm making videos for, guys. Thanks for watching. Have the best day.